CrossFit scoring. That's what I'm going to talk about today. Welcome to the channel, Old Guy Inc. Do me a favor, please just take a second, hit that subscribe, hit me up in the comments because I'm going to talk about something today that might be a little controversial. I don't know. I'm not going to dirt shoot anybody or bash on any current scoring systems, but I am going to talk about some of my wild and crazy ideas for how we could ensure that we have a good scoring system. Now, I'm not going to talk about Z-scoring or specific ways that we could score based on the point structure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify it. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you my philosophy right here for how I think we should be scoring CrossFit events. The more scores, the better. There it is. Okay, done. Video's over. The more scores, the better, okay? I don't think a 3-day event with 6 scores is adequate. There, I said it. So I'm more concerned about how many scores we have, not the point spread, the Z-scoring, and the system of scoring that we have. I think those are all great points. I'm not discrediting looking at things from that scoring aspect as well. What I'm just saying is I think we need more scores. A lot more scores, okay? I would also like to see more single modality, single skill tests. Yeah, I said it. I know that might be boring, but guess what? Every workout doesn't have to be a Metcon. It doesn't have to be a triplet, a couplet, a chipper. We don't have to have rigs and bars. We don't have to have this every time. I would like to see personally that we throw in some more traditional athletic tests if we could. Personally, things that are quick, simple, and we can add scores while testing fitness, okay? How about we do something like vertical leap? I think testing vertical leap would be an awesome thing to test. It's a great way to test lower body explosive strength. I think we could test things like throwing. CrossFit has done that a little bit in the past. Maybe something with a weighted throw, like a shot put. CrossFit has done this as well. Maybe some quicker sprints, like a 100-yard dash, long jump. Pretty much sounds like I'm pulling everything from track and field, but whatever. That's what came to my mind. How about this? I'd like to see single modality tests like monostructural. How about we just test something on the Echo Bike? Like, that's it. Now, I love watching a Metcon with multiple different modalities, and you watch somebody hit the Echo Bike at the beginning of a workout, and they come off the Echo Bike first, and we're all like, oh, okay, they're fucked, right? And then we normally watch them crash and burn the rest of the workout. And those are great. I'm not even remotely suggesting that we change any of those CrossFit workouts. Okay, let me make that clear. But why don't we add in more tests where maybe we just test something just on the Echo Bike, like just an Echo Bike test, right? We're gonna test just strength, but I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong. This is where I need comments, guys, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure how many times, I think maybe one time at the games, it's probably been more than one, right? Here we go. I'm gonna open myself up for people telling me how stupid I am. But did we do like, I think they did 30 ring muscle ups for time at the games. Somebody please tell me another time that we tested like just one gymnastics component only. Like the entire workout, the entire score was nothing but like muscle ups, handstand push-ups, handstand walking, the obstacle course handstand walking. I guess that would count. Right, I've seen that before. That's one check. Love that event. But that's what I'm talking about. I would like to see some more things like that. So I'm not saying that CrossFit isn't doing it to some degree and that they haven't dabbled in it. What I'm saying is I would like to see more of it so that we get more scores. CrossFit has also dabbled in putting together workouts that are more like traditional Metcons, but having multiple scores in that workout. I would love to see more of that. Let's take a workout, let's say that's a triplet, and they're gonna do it in succession. So it's kind of like one big workout. You have to strategize for the whole workout, but make it 3 scores. Make each part of the workout a score. Just mix it up. At the end of a 3-day semifinal, let's have like double-digit scores. I personally believe what that's going to do is that's going to help the cream rise to the top. Now, I'm not saying the right people aren't winning now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I believe that the more opportunities we give athletes to showcase their skills, the more we're going to separate those athletes who are fitter than those athletes who are not fitter. Because remember, you guys know this, you can win the event, the whole event, and never win any single workout. So we are trying to find who has the least weaknesses. So the more scores we have, the more likely we are to have those athletes who have weaknesses are going to fall to the bottom, and those athletes who don't have as many weaknesses are going to rise to the top. That's what I think. I think sometimes when you only have like 6 scores, I don't know. I mean, man, I don't think you should have these workouts where you have like 80-point swings. I think sometimes it's just like the luck of the draw, like one workout you just, because it's not necessarily relative. The points aren't relative to your performance. They're relative to your placement. Okay, so let me make sure I don't lose you on that. So let's say that it is a really quick event. This is why we need more of them, okay? Because you could come in, I mean, pick a number, I don't know. You could do not very well. You could be a top athlete and you could come in 15th in a workout, but maybe you were only 30 seconds, 45 seconds away from the first place person, okay? You could do another workout where you get beat by several minutes and you place 4th. So it's like, sometimes your placement isn't indicative of your performance. Like maybe you were still actually fairly close to the fitness level of the athletes who won that event or the athletes that were at the top. There was just everybody was so close in their fitness on that test that you happened to fall down here. So it's not like that was a weakness for you. Okay, does that make sense? Damn it, I feel like I'm not explaining this right. It's like that wasn't necessarily a weakness. Just because you placed 15th wasn't like, dude, you sucked at that workout. It's just everybody's fitness was very close on that workout. So everybody was kind of bunched up. So you finished 15th, but really you were right there in the thick of things. Does that make sense? Then you could do another workout where you completely get your ass handed to you. I mean, like the people, like let's say 1st through 3rd, like they just dominate, they win by like this huge margin. You come down here, they beat you by several minutes, but you still ended up coming in 7th. And it's like, so over here, your fitness was very equal, but you were in 15th, so you got like no points. Over here, actually, these people's fitness was way better than yours, but you only lost this many points because your placement was 7th. Did that make any sense at all? Let me know, okay? So I don't think scoring should be based on placement. Should be based on performance. Okay, so that's where kind of some of that Z scoring comes in as well too. But I think another way to fix that is just have more scores. Because if you have, once again, this is what I was trying to get at, if I can make any of this make sense. If you only have 6 scores and you have just one of those events like I talked about, where everybody's fitness was very close, you just happened, even though you're right in the thick of it, you happen to be down here, you could be done. Like you're out of it. Like 6 events is not enough to make up for that point spread. It's not that you couldn't make up for that fitness. Your fitness wasn't lacking by that much, right? It was just relative to the way you ended up placing, even though your fitness was fairly close to those people. But now you can't make up those points because you don't have enough other events. So what I think is we need more events, like a lot more events. We don't need more time, okay? 3 days is plenty of time to have way more than 6 scores. Okay, like I said, and you can have multiple scored events. We can do a lot of quicker events. That's it. So, super short video today. Tell me what your thoughts are. Would you like to see more events, more scores, more single modality scores? So yeah, I want to see these 27-minute workouts, but I'd love to see some echo bike sprints. I'd love to see more single gymnastics tests. We always see a single barbell strength test. I'd like to see more on the flip side of that, where we just see more single gymnastic tests, like I just said, repeating myself. I'd like to see maybe some more simplified athletic tests that we bring in from other sports, like the vertical leap, like I mentioned, long jump, maybe get back to some throwing, some other sort of things like that. So I don't know. There we have it. I don't know if I made any sense today. I've been a little loopy. I've been under the weather for a couple days. So I've been sitting at home by myself trying to recover. And that's what I was thinking about today was scoring, semifinals. And I guess that's kind of the conclusion that I came to, is I would like to see a lot more scores. Now, I know at the games, I mean, yeah, the games, they end up same thing with like 14 scores, but I'm like, over a 5-day period or so, I still think we could have way more scores. I don't see a downside to more scores. I guess if you see a downside to more scores, let me know. Because I just feel like the more scores you have, the more opportunity you have to showcase your fitness, or unfortunately to have your weaknesses exposed. I think the less scores we have, the more opportunity there is for the scoring to get a little skewed based on where just placement, not necessarily what your fitness was in relation to the rest of the field. So if that made any sense at all, let me know. If it didn't, let me know. Please, guys, hit subscribe, like the video, make a comment. Take care. We'll see you next time.